technology. Doesn't it suck? It's great in one way, but I tell you what, when it goes wrong, it goes wrong. Now, I've got the entirety of this grain to glass stuck on this stupid little bit of plastic that costs a fortune, but yet can't withstand being changed every couple of weeks so I can upload. Does my head in. Right, today right then guys, today I have got my very own breakfast juice bomb. It's a New England IPA. Those of you that follow my channel know how mental into New England IPAs I am at the moment. It's 7.9% breakfast juice bomb. I got this recipe from off Beersmith, one of the New England IPA recipes. Can't really remember whose it was, but I tweaked it. Quite a funny one with this one. I set the kitchen on fire. I burnt the grain. I burnt my grain bag. I then I mashed it into 10 litres of my water. When I removed the grain, I was probably left with about 5 litres. Unfortunately, the grain bill was that big for my pot that I couldn't sparge it very well. So now it's sparged into a separate one and then add it to the boil. And once I boiled and got it all out, the target was to have 12 litres of New England IPA. I ended up with 4.5. And with it being a New England IPA, obviously it's hopped to its tits in the fermenting bucket, and I mean that left me with about a trub like that. I mean, it smelled lovely, but then by the time I'd siphoned it off and tried not to get all the bits in it, I mean, I had one of these the other day with my mate and we had hop residue floating in it. This has been a bit of a fail brew, like a major fail brew. You know, it is what it is. We all have them, and it sort of woke me up and made me actually think, well, I want to get serious in the brewing because I do really like this. It was a nightmare. It was soul crushing. I mean, there's a few times I nearly just chucked the whole lot straight in the bin, including my pot, having, you know, a temper tantrum. Like I say, the video footage is great. I mean, you've got the flames coming up, and you know, it was all recorded. I've obviously got that picture there, but yeah, it's made me want to invest more in the brewing side of things because I can make things like this, and this is, to me, probably one of my best beers I've ever made. Right, let's get it in the glass. Nice hiss. So from here I can smell how hoppy it already is. Straight away I've got some hop residue. I'm trying to pour gently to not get it in, but I don't know if you guys can see this. I mean, literally it just looks like there's grass floating in it and everything, which is strange because I actually use pellet hops. I didn't use leaf hops. I mean, I don't know if you can make that out. I mean, let's just try and get it with my phone. There we go, I've got it with my phone. And the weird thing is, like I say, I use pellet hops, so I don't fully understand where the leaf has come from, but it is literally just hop residue. And like I say, This brew's been a bit of a fail from start to finish, but right, let's go with the nose. So on the nose, you've got this really beautiful, fresh, leafy, literally hopped beer. I mean, it smells so tropical. It smells like a proper, full-on New England IPA. So there's a guy messing with his dog down there on the street. It's really distracting. It's like he's checking for lice. Anyway, so I've got the smell that I wanted to achieve. You know, I wanted to call it the breakfast juice bomb, because New England IPAs do remind me of breakfast juice. You know, you've got a breakfast stout, so let's have breakfast juice. I mean, you know, everyone likes an orange juice with their breakfast. Let's make it something tropical juice. Right, let's go with the taste and try and avoid hop residue. As you can see, I've got really nice carbonation. I've got probably 1.5 finger crisp white head. I mean, the head retention on that is brilliant. I couldn't ask for more. I could just do without with less hops in it. Right, let's go with the tongue. And the taste is just perfect. It hits the style bang on. It's soft, it's fruity, it's cloudy. This is definitely one of the best beers I've made. It obviously just lets it down a little bit with the hop residue. Hold that thought. Right. Now, got a bit of muslin bag here. Let's try and filter these hops out. You can just see there all the residue left in it. So there we go. Hop debris still in the glass as well. So we'll go with a new glass, a new pour. Never had to do this with a beer before. And there we go. Technically filtered now, I suppose. A filtered New England IPA. Got a nice aerated 2-finger crisp white head. So on the nose, we've still got the beautiful, fresh, leafy, grassy hops. You know, times like this, you know, if you've ever seen my visit to Brewdog Brewery, smells like this just take me straight back there, how fresh everything was. Right, let's go with the taste. And now I actually haven't got to worry about getting a mouthful. Hands down, I mean even better now it's filtered, hands down the best beer I've made. And it's the beer, it's this beer that's made me think, oh, actually, I'm going to invest some time and some money into brewing more and more often, and I also want to invest into the sort of kit to brew this, you know, regular, and to serve it, you know, kegerator, corny, tap. I don't want to be bottling. You know, I want to take you guys to the bar. I want to click down the tap, pour it, show you, drink it. It's the dream, innit? But like I say, this is probably the best beer I've ever made. You know, in the last... Freak me, I'm 29 this year. So in the last 10 years, I've been brewing since I was 19. in this, it's got, I can tell you off the top of my head, it's got 3 kilograms of Belgian Pilsner malt. It's got 500 grams of flaked wheat, flaked oats, flaked barley, and that's what gives it, you know, the oats is what gives it the smoothness, the cloudiness. Like I said, this beer hits the styles bang on. It was just a terrible brew day, but I stuck with it. Even though I had 4.5, I mean, I was supposed to dry hop with 200 grams of Amarillo, Citra, Mosaic. Amarillo, Citra, Mosaic. Yeah, that was it. I was supposed to dry hop with 200 grams. I actually ended up just putting 25 grams in, because obviously, I think if I just banged the 200 grams in 4 litres, that would have been just bitter and terrible. But I'm really glad I stuck by it, and I wasn't going to. I was literally, I mean, I was trying to get the grain bag out. Because I burnt the grain bag, I couldn't lift it out. I got the other half trying to help me as well. I'm getting stressed, I'm getting hot, my tantrum is brewing, you know, and I'm trying to squeeze all the water out of the grain, because it just sucked so much up and left me with nothing. But I'm glad I stuck with it. I banged it in the fermenter and I was like, do I bother? And I thought, well, what I've got to lose now, I'm going to pour 4.5 litres of beer down the sink, because it was a terrible brew day. Why not chance 75 grams worth of hops? And I ended up with this. And not only did I end up with this, but I ended up with this that's just made me want to go further into the depths of brewing with you guys. So I'm quite excited. Guys, keep brewing, and if you have a bad day, stick with it. Thanks for watching. Cheers.